they get maintenance. We're trying to get it turned down.
I was
It's
wondering
like
what that was.
it's like freezing in here sometimes, you know.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Like it's fully going. He chose to be antisocial.
Okay, is everybody seated? Everybody ready?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna give Weazel News here a minute to get set up, and we'll begin. Let me know when you're ready. Weazel News.
Weazel News looks like they're good.
Alright, everybody. Thank everybody for coming out here today. Introduce myself for the record. My name is Captain Mike Kirkham. That's Kirkham. I am the Troop I Commander of the San Andreas State Police here, and we've gathered here today to talk about an arrest we've made in the recent shootings on the highway and in Sandy Shores area. Yesterday at approximately 2100 hours, the Paleto Bay Police Department received a report from a property owner that his tenant had been captured on surveillance camera footage murdering birds at his residence and taking them into his house. Also captured on that surveillance camera footage was images of a Barrett M82A1 rifle consistent with the type of rifle used in the shooting. Paleto Bay Township officers contacted the San Andreas State Police, and officers from the San Andreas State Police responded. At the time they responded, one individual was located in a property at 3006 Procopio Drive by the name of Carl Halliday. Carl Halliday was subsequently detained for his possible role in the shooting death of Ryan Partel. The San Andreas State Police then located in his vehicle a Barrett M82A1 style rifle, in addition to 10 rounds of ammunition within the vehicle and subsequent 25 rounds of ammunition located within his residence. Also located within the suspect's residence was a written list of locations, 3 electronic devices, which the San Andreas State Police is currently in the process of applying for search warrants for, blueprints for a factory where we believe that the shooting took place from, in addition to 3 deceased bird carcasses in the suspect's bathtub. We also received information from the Naval Criminal Investigative Service in the form of a DD-214 military discharge document that shows that our suspect has prior basic training from the United States Marine Corps, but that he failed out for medical reasons. In addition, our federal partners at the Homeland Security Department of Investigations provided us with search history results from Mr. Halliday's computer. These following phrases were searched for on 2 different search engines, one being Google and the other one being the search engine DuckDuckGo. The phrase, places with good views of highways, Route 13 overlook, Sonora National Park overlooks, Barrett M82 effective range, and will a Barrett kill somebody through a windshield? The San Andreas State Police Department of Forensic Services conducted a ballistic review and analysis of the rifle located in Mr. Halliday's possession at the time of his detainment and confirmed a 99% match on all ballistic indicators relating to the shooting death of Ryan Partel. There was a second shooting that occurred recently in the state of San Andreas with similar indicators to this shooting. This press conference is not going to speak as to that case at this time. This will only be speaking as to the Ryan Partel investigation. Additional evidence uncovered by the San Andreas State Police includes a partial fingerprint match of the right thumbprint of Mr. Halliday's located on a .50 caliber shell casing found at the scene of Mr. Partel's death. I'm just going to go through the scene of Mr. Partel's death a little bit further, and then I'll take questions. On the 25th of June 2022, San Andreas State Police officers responded for reports of a minivan blocking a highway. A trooper responded and located Mr. Partel deceased in the minivan at the intersection of Route 13 and what I believe to be Union Road. I'll have to review paperwork. A subsequent review of traffic cameras in the area showed that Mr. Halliday's vehicle left the area of that shooting and was also in the area of the other shooting at the time that it occurred. Mr. Halliday is currently being held without bond in the Los Santos County Jail, and we are currently talking with the Los Santos County District Attorney's Office to determine the outcome of charges. At this time, Mr. Halliday is under arrest for Mr. Partel's death. That's going to be all the information that the San Andreas State Police are going to share with the public at this point in time, as this is an ongoing investigation. And as more information becomes available for us to release to you, we will do that as soon as we can. If there's any questions from anybody in attendance or from any members of the press, I'll have those now.
I have one.
Okay, go ahead.
So when you said that he failed due to medical reasons, are you speaking mental health reasons?
I'm not going to answer that question at this time. After the investigation progresses a little bit further and I speak with our federal partners in this case, I will get information to that regard out. All I can say at this point in time is that Mr. Halliday did apply to be in the United States Marine Corps and that he was discharged during the basic training phase for medical reasons.
Okay.
I'll have the next question now.
Did Mr. Halliday legally acquire his firearm?
Excuse me there. Mr. Halliday did legally acquire his firearm. He purchased 2 firearms of a similar nature, one being the one in question, the Barrett M82A1, involved with this crime in particular. He was also in possession of a Barrett MTAR 338 Lapua rifle at the time he was arrested. It is unknown to the San Andreas State Police at this time whether or not that rifle was used in other crimes. And I do just want to state, too, that this suspect does not have a prior criminal history and would not have had any reason to fail any current background checks. Does anybody else have any questions?
Yeah, I got one. You said that they had discovered some white bird carcasses in his truck. Are those related at all?
No, they were the bird carcasses were located in the suspect's bathtub within his residence. It is believed that those are related to this case, but I'm not at liberty to discuss their exact relation at this point in time.
Yeah, I'm Ryan Walters with Weazel News, and my question to you is, in light of recent events and also the tragedies that have occurred from at least one person and possibly a second one by your own statement, what, if any, recommendations would you make to the governor in regards to further gun control to keep these kinds of weapons out of people's hands?
I personally wouldn't be the one to recommend new gun control. That wouldn't be my responsibility. That would be the responsibility of the state legislature if they feel that that's appropriate. I'm not going to make any further comment as to that at this time. Any further questions? I do just want to make a follow-up statement that it is unknown to San Andreas State Police at this time what Mr. Halliday's potential motivation for these crimes could be, and that is one aspect of the investigation that we are still pursuing at this time. At this time, I want to offer Lieutenant Zurich the opportunity to add anything if he would like to.
Yeah, I don't believe anything else, sir.
Okay. Well, if nobody has any further questions, that's going to conclude my statement for today. And again, thank everybody for coming. And this is, once again, an active investigation, so if any members of the public or any members of law enforcement have any further information that they feel would benefit our investigation, we encourage them to call the San Andreas State Police, contact Detective Dylan Pierce, or call San Andreas Crime Stoppers by dialing 211-STOP. You can also text that phone number. Once again, thank everybody for coming today, and that concludes my statement.